Good morning, welcome to Coffee and a Forecast. And if you're like me, your allergies been acting up the last few days. That's good coffee. Any coffee at 5:50 in the morning is good coffee. So how are you doing? Boy, yesterday was a windy day, was it not? It was insane. It was crazy. We had a wind gust at the airport, international airport, at 53 miles an hour. But I haven't heard much about damage or anything, so I mean, I'm sure some stuff got blown around. I had some plants out here on the deck that got blown around, and it was kind of nuts. And what happened was, we were expecting winds from that storm coming near us, and we were expecting probably more sunshine than we got, so probably a little mixing. So you get those strong winds above your head. The ground warms the air near the ground. That air rises, replaced by sinking air, and that translates some of those stronger winds above your head down to the ground. And that's kind of what we were expecting yesterday, just with that storm. I mean, plus with just the storm itself causing a lot of wind. But what happened was, when we got some of the showers moving through in the afternoon, we were pretty dry at the surface. So the rain falls into that dry air and evaporates, and that cools the air, and then it sinks faster because it's heavier. And that was pulling some of those stronger winds above our heads down to the ground. And so we'd get those stronger gusts, especially near those showers. And so that's what increased our wind speeds even more yesterday. So it was kind of crazy there for a while in the afternoon. Anyway, that storm is long gone, and we are left with clear skies this morning and chilly temperatures. But we have high pressure building in. That's going to be warming up quickly the rest of the week in the low 90s, it looks like. Today, low 80s, tomorrow, or mid 80s, low mid 80s, somewhere in there. And then tomorrow. Today looks like a really nice day. And then it starts getting kind of hot the rest of the week. Kind of a little above normal, which is normal. So we're in the mid 40s, mid and low 40s across much of the region this morning. Here's a 38. Is that just north and east of Bisbee, and 37 Safford. And we can zoom out even further and show you the exiting storm system. And a few more temperatures reveal themselves. Some chilly temperatures out. The Gallup at 22 this morning. All right, where are we here? And a little light rain in West Texas. And we'll turn the clouds on. We might have to zoom out even a little further. Yeah, there it is. There's the culprit. Look at this thing. Still a vigorous storm. So yesterday in the Four Corners, and just kind of moved to the south and east, and is now centered just to the east of Roswell, New Mexico, spreading some clouds and some showers into Lubbock down to Midland. And so that storm's gone. We have high pressure building in, and it's going to be a beautiful rest of the week. So here's what's going on around the rest of the country. A storm system moving into the Pacific Northwest. And they have a wind advisory today in Portland, and some rain here, and even some heavy snow possible in the Washington Cascades. Heavy snow possible too in the Rockies around Yellowstone, and have some severe storms possible here back in Illinois, Missouri area. And then unfortunately the flash flooding is still a possibility, now moving a little further to the east than the flooding problems they've had in central Tennessee, but could see some heavy rain in Georgia, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle, and some severe storms possible ahead of this front. And we can see that on the Storm Prediction Center site. And this is everything all thrown in together, the overview as they call it. So you can look at the radar and also see where the threats are. When we hover over convective outlooks, you see some thunderstorms possible here in parts of the northwest. And this is where the thunderstorms are possible across much of the rest of the east. And then here's where the severe threat is, slight severe threat today. And if you wanted to click on convective outlooks, you could see where things were going on. Another cool thing about the Storm Prediction Center site is the reports. And so you click on this, and you'd see where all the severe weather reports are, and I don't see any. So let's click on it real quick and see if any get revealed, but I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. But it would have a list of all the tornadoes and the large hail and the high winds that cause damage. So that's pretty handy, especially when I was doing weather back in West Texas. All right, that's a look at your coffee and a forecast. High pressure for Tucson, warming trend through the week. It looks like tomorrow will be our first 90-degree day, so enjoy. And as always, you can check out the Zoom radar at tucsonweather.us. And if you haven't already, join our Facebook group, Tucson Weather, and you'll get the weather forecast automatically every morning. That's it. Have a wonderful Monday. It could happen. And we'll talk soon. All right, bye.